Hey folks, I'm Tyler Wysong, and today I'm going to be talking about blending your chest voice with your head voice so that you can sing with more power but more freedom for your higher notes. Ooh, that's hot. Before we jump in, I do want to clarify the terminology that I'm going to be using today and the way that I teach it. Historically speaking, and I still do this, we tend to use these terms and they're referring to sympathetic vibrations that we can feel on the body. So chest voice typically feels on your sternum, and head voice you can feel kind of buzzing in your head. There have been some pretty major breakthroughs in our way of tracking and measuring these things using spectrograms and spectrum analysis. So just bear with me real quick. I want to show you using voice print how I define chest voice, head voice, and mixed voice. All right, so we're here in voice print, and you can see the blue little sound waves, which are called harmonics, and these make up my voice. So we're going to pay attention to just the first two harmonics today. So if I just sing one easy note and I say beep, you can see here's the first harmonic, that's the pitch that I'm singing, and here's the second harmonic. So I'm going to bring in one other thing, which is the formants. Now this is the first formant, and so much of registration, not all of it, but a lot of it has to do with this first formant in relationship to how it's interacting with especially this second harmonic and this first harmonic. So as you can see here in that chest voice tone that I sang, it's boosting this second harmonic. And that really is that chest voice. Now, if I go up and I just sing a light, easy sound in my head voice and say, and I pause that, you can see now the first formant is boosting the first harmonic or the pitch that I'm singing, and that is the head voice. What I call mixed voice is when we're able to get the first formant floating in between chest voice and the head voice harmonic, or the first and the second harmonic. So if I just stay in chest voice, I'm not allowing this formant to come down between. But watch what happens if I do that and I say, now, maybe it's not the ideal tone, and it's not necessarily the sound I'm going to use to sing, but it's just illustrating a point that I'm able to get this first formant in between the first and the second harmonic. If this is that first formant, this is that first harmonic, and this is the second harmonic, chest voice, head voice harmonic. When we're boosting that chest voice harmonic, we're here, head voice is here, and the blend is right between them. So in order to just get the voice here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of an exaggerated narrow vowel, because the narrow vowel in your first bridge, and men, your first bridge for this particular exercise is going to start around a middle C and on up to about an F, C4 to F4. Women, for you, this is going to start around an F. So you're going to do an F4 up to an A4, or possibly even a B flat 4. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a narrow vowel on the top pitch, and then we're going to go down an octave to an ah. That way we can juxtapose between a narrow mixed voice acoustic setup and then back to a normal chest voice. Ooh, ah. So you're not trying to be too open on the top, just nice and easy. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. at this point, it might sound classical, kind of, but the point is not for this to be the finished product at the moment. The point is to get in a mixed voice configuration any way you can. And these narrow vowels do that really well. Now, once you get in a narrow vowel, eventually we need to open that timbre back up, especially for those of you, well, singing anything, really, but especially singing contemporary music and pop music. We're going to need a bit more of an open sound, but we don't want to open so much to where we go back to just a pure chest voice. And an example of that would be, now, some would argue that that sounds good, and I wouldn't disagree with you. I'll tell you, when I start to get that open though, it does feel like I'm working a bit too hard. Now, if that was going to be like the big note at the end of a song, maybe I would do that, and that would be just fine. But if I'm going to make it through an entire song, or more importantly, if I'm going to sing higher than that, I would do well to be in a bit more of a narrower mix. So instead of opening to a ah, let's do a bit more of a minor open to an o. So ooh, oh, up there. Now, if you can live in that spot, and that's still mixed. It's not a full out chest voice at the moment. It feels a lot better too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna work semitones up and down the scale throughout your entire mix range, and you're gonna do ooh to ah. Some of you might need to slightly open that vowel. Instead of a ooh, think as in the word book, and that will get you in the right spot. So play around with it and see which one works the best for you. But the next step is then to open to an o and see if you can maintain that coordination, that mix, that blending of the chest voice and the head voice. But the whole point we're doing this is so that we can eventually sing in a mixed voice. So a very practical application after working this in your voice for 5 to 10 minutes is using a sound or a word that resembles what we just did. And so let's use the word yo, Y-O. And let's put it on a melody that I'm going to do one that starts in my chest voice and ends up way up high in a super high mix. And so first sing the exercise, and then we'll put the lyrics there. Yo, 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 yo. Okay, so it's just an exercse, but it feels really easy. It feels really good. Everyone's always asking me what it feels like. And it feels like the voice floats. It doesn't feel like I'm holding the voice back in my throat in a grunt, like if you're lifting the heavy weights. It can feel like that sometimes when you're straining up there, even if you're just slightly straining. But if you come back to my hand gestures, if you can keep that first formant in between the chest and the head voice harmonics 1 and 2, the voice just feels so free and easy. So after you do that, go ahead and put the lyrics where the exercise was. I don't feel no waste time. And it's in the exact same place as the yo, pretty much. There's always going to be some variation going from one word to a bunch of words, lyrics, when you go to the melody in the song, in the lyrics. So, but the goal is to do the exercise as perfectly as you possibly can. So then that way, when you sing the lyrics, you can express them and be a bit more reckless. So I really hope this video helps some of you out there start really singing in your mix and blending your chest voice with your head voice so that you can sing with more range, power, and freedom. If you did like today's video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell as well so that you're notified when I release more videos like this one. Until next time.